Good evening, everybody, and happy end of September. We made it. Welcome to our reading tonight of the movie When Harry Met Sally, the lovely 1989 classic directed by Rob Reiner and written by Nora Ephron. Please feel free to utilize the chats on all forms of the social media that we are broadcasting on tonight. And please join us next week as we do a reading of the play Neverwhere, directed by Brian E. Sparrow, who is in tonight's reading. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who is watching and constantly supporting CTC in what we do. I love doing these readings with everybody, and I love sharing them with everybody. And thank you to the cast, and thank you to my team who is always here and keeping me on my feet. All right, I think that's all I have to be said. Oh, there is no intermission tonight, so we're just doing straight through. Oh yeah, no, in England, it's already October. So if you're watching in England, happy October. It's the start of the spooky season. Very exciting. All right, I've spoken long enough. Let's have some fun. Enjoy the reading.
When Harry Met Sally by Nora Ephron, originally directed by Rob Reiner. Couch segment number 1. A man sits on a couch talking to a camera. We're going to see a lot of this tonight.
I was sitting with my friend Arthur Conrom in a restaurant. It was a cafeteria. And this beautiful girl walked in. And I turned to Arthur and I said, "Arthur, you see that girl? I'm going to marry her." And 2 weeks later, we were married. And it's over 50 years later, and we're still married.
Cut to at the university. Harry and Amanda kissing goodbye.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, hi, Sally. This is Harry Burns. Harry, this is Sally Albright.
Nice to meet you.
You want to drive the first shift?
No, you're there already. You can start.
Back's open.
Call me.
I'll call you as soon as I get there.
Oh, call me from the road.
I'll call you before that.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
Sorry.
I miss you already, hon. I miss you already.
I miss you.
Bye.
Bye.
I have it all figured out. It's an 18-hour trip with breaks down into 6 shifts of 3 hours each, or alternatively, we could break it down by mileage. There's a map on the visor that I've marked to show the locations that we can change shifts.
Grapes?
No, I don't like to eat between meals.
I'll roll down the window. So why don't you tell me the story of your life?
The story of my life?
Yeah, we got 18 hours to kill before we hit New York.
The story of my life isn't going to even get us out of Chicago. I mean, nothing's happened to me yet. That's why I'm going to New York.
So something can happen to you?
Yes.
Huh, like what?
I can go into journalism school to become a reporter.
So you can write about things that happen to other people.
That's one way to look at it.
Suppose nothing happens to you. Suppose you lived out your whole life, nothing happens to you, never meet anybody, you never become anything, and finally you die in one of those New York deaths which nobody notices for 2 weeks until the smell drifts into the hallway.
Amanda mentioned you had a dark side.
Yeah, that's what drew her to me.
Your dark side?
Sure. Why, don't you have a dark side? No, you're probably one of those cheerful people who dots their eyes with little hearts.
I have just as much of a dark side as the next person.
Oh, really? When I buy a new book, I always read the last page first. That way, in case I die before I finish it, I know how it ends. That, my friend, is a dark side.
Doesn't mean you're deep or anything. I mean, yes, basically, I am a happy person.
So am I.
And I don't see that there's anything wrong with that.
Of course not. You're too busy being happy. You ever think about death?
Yes.
Sure you do. A fleeting thought that jumps in and out of the transient of your mind. I spend hours. I spend days.
And you think that makes you a better person?
Look, all I'm saying is when shit comes down, I'm gonna be prepared, and you're not. That's all I'm saying.
And in the meantime, you're going to ruin your whole life waiting for it.
Hmm.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. He wants to.
You're
to
wrong.
No, he wants her to leave. That's why he put her on the plane.
I don't think she wants to stay.
Of course she wants to stay. Wouldn't you rather be with Humphrey Bogart than the other guy?
I don't want to spend the rest of my life in Casablanca married to a man who runs a bar. I probably sound very snobbish to you, but I don't.
You'd rather be in a passionless marriage.
And be the first lady of Czechoslovakia.
You then live with a man that you've had the greatest sex of your life with, and just because he owns a bar and that's all he does?
Yes. And so had any woman in her right mind, women are very practical, even Ingrid Bergman, which is why she gets on the plane at the end of that movie.
I understand.
What? What?
Nothing.
What?
Forget about it.
What? Forget about what?
It's not important.
No, just tell me.
Obviously, you haven't had great sex yet. 2, please.
Right over there.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
It just so happens that I have had plenty of good sex.
There's silence as the whole restaurant looks at Sally. Sally realizes what she has done and walks carefully with a tilted head towards the table.
With whom?
What?
With whom have you had this great sex?
I am not going to tell you that.
Okay, fine. Don't tell me.
Shell Gordon.
Sheldon? No, you haven't. You have not had great sex with Sheldon.
I did too.
No, you didn't. A Sheldon can do your income taxes. If you need a root canal, Sheldon's your man. But humpin' and pumpin' is not Sheldon's strong suit. It's the name. Do it to me, Sheldon. Oh, you're an animal, Sheldon. Ride me, big Sheldon. Doesn't work.
Well, hi, what can I get you?
I'll have a number 3.
I'd like the chef salad, please, with the oil and vinegar on the side and the apple pie a la mode.
Chef and apple pie a la mode.
But I'd like the pie heated and I don't want the ice cream on top. I want it on the side and I'd like strawberry instead of vanilla. If you have not, then no ice cream, just whipped cream, but only if it's real. And if it's not out of the can, then nothing.
Not even the pie?
No, just the pie, just not heated.
Uh-huh.
What?
Nothing. Just, so how come you broke up with Sheldon?
How do you know we broke up?
Because if you didn't break up, you wouldn't be here with me. You'd be off with Sheldon the Wonder Schlong.
First of all, I am not with you. And second of all, it is none of your business why we broke up.
Oh, you're right. I don't want to know.
Well, if you must know, it was because he was very jealous and I had these days of the week underpants.
No, I'm sorry. I need a judge's ruling on this. Excuse me. Days of the week underpants?
Yes, they had the days of the week on them, and I thought they were sort of funny. And then one day, Sheldon says to me, "You never wear Sunday. It's all suspicious. Where was Sunday? Where was Sunday?" And I told him, and he didn't believe me.
Why?
Well, they don't make Sunday.
Why?
Because of God. Okay, so 15% of my share is 90, 60, 90. That leaves 7. What? Do I have something on my face?
You're a very attractive person.
Thank you.
Amanda never said how attractive you were.
Well, maybe she doesn't think I'm attractive.
I don't think it's a matter of opinion. Empirically, you are attractive.
Amanda is my friend.
So?
So you're going with her.
So
you're coming on to me.
No, I wasn't. What? What? Can't a man say that a woman is attractive without it being a come on? All right. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that it was a come on. What do you want me to do about it? I take it back, okay? I take it back.
You can't take it back.
Why not?
Because it's already out there.
Oh, geez. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Call the cops? It's already out there.
Just let it lie, okay?
Great. Let it lie. That's my policy. That's what I always say. Let it lie. Want to spend a night in a motel? See what I did there? I didn't let it lie.
Harry.
I said I wouldn't and I didn't.
Harry.
I went the other way with it.
Harry!
What?
We're just going to be friends, okay?
Great. Friends. It's the best thing.
Cut to Harry and Sally on the road once more.
You realize, of course, that we can never be friends.
Why not?
What I'm saying is, and this is not a come on in any way, shape, or form, is that men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
That's not true. I have a number of men friends, and there is no sex involved.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You only think that you do.
You're saying I'm having sex with these men without my knowledge?
No, what I'm saying is they all want to have sex with you.
They do not.
They do too.
They do not.
Do too.
How do you know?
Because no man can be friends with a woman he finds attractive. He always wants to have sex with her.
So you're saying that a man could be friends with a woman he finds unattractive?
Nah, you pretty much want to nail them too.
What if they don't want to have sex with you?
Doesn't matter. Because the sex thing's already out there, so the friendship is ultimately doomed, and that is the end of the story.
Well, I guess we're not going to be friends then.
Guess not.
That's too bad. You're the only person I knew in New York.
The sound of Louis Armstrong singing "Let's Call the Whole Thing Off" is heard as they reach the Big Apple and unload Harry's luggage.
Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah. Well, have a nice life.
You too.
Couch segment number 2. Louis is back with the song, and it switches to another couple on the couch.
We fell in love in high school.
Yeah, we were high school sweethearts.
But then after our junior year, his parents moved away.
But I never forgot her.
He never forgot me.
No, her face is burned on my brain. And it was 34 years later that I was walking down Broadway and I saw her come out of Tough and Eddie's.
And we both looked at each other, and it was as though not a single day had gone by.
She was just as beautiful as she was at 16.
He was just the same. He looked exactly the same.
Cut to as Sally and Joe kissing in the airport. Harry walks by and sees them.
Joe? Hey, I thought it was you. I thought it was you. Harry Burns.
Harry, how are you doing?
Good, I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, it's great. I was walking by and I thought it was you, and there it is. It's you.
yeah, it was.
Are you still with the DA's office?
No, I switched to the other side. What about you?
Oh, I work in a small firm. We do political consulting.
Oh, Harry, this is Sally Albright. Harry Burns. Harry and I used to, we lived in the same building.
Well, listen, I got a plane to catch. It was good to see you, Joe.
You too, Harry.
Bye.
Oh, thank God he couldn't place me. I drove from college to New York with him 5 years ago, and it was the longest night of my life.
What happened?
He made a pass at me, and when I said he wasn't going with a girlfriend of mine, oh God, I can't even remember her name. Don't get involved with me, Joe. I am 26 years old, and I can't even remember the name of the girl I was such good friends with. I wouldn't even get involved with her boyfriend.
So what happened?
When?
When he made a pass at you and you said no, and...
Oh, I said we just could be friends. Oh, and this is the part I remember. He said that men and women could never really be friends. Do you think that's true?
No.
Do you have any women friends? Just friends?
No. But I will get one if it's important to you.
Amanda Reese. That was her name. Oh, thank God.
I will miss you. I love you.
You do?
Yeah.
I love you.
Cut to in the plane, Sally daydreaming about something.
And what would you like to drink?
None, thank you.
Do you have any Bloody Mary mix?
Yes.
Oh, wait, here's what I want. Regular tomato juice filled about 3/4, then add a splash of Bloody Mary mix, just a splash, and then a little piece of lime, but on the side.
University of Chicago, right?
Yes.
Did you look this good at the University of Chicago?
No.
No. Did we ever,
No, what? No. We drove from Chicago to New York together after graduation. Ugh.
Would you two like to sit together?
No.
Yes, great, thank you. You were a good friend of
Amanda's. I can't believe you can't even remember her name.
What do you mean? I remember Amanda, right? Amanda Rice.
Reese,
right. Reese, that's what I said. Whatever happened to her?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Huh. You were really good friends with her. And we didn't make it because you were such good friends.
You went with her.
And was it worth it? The sacrifice of a friend that you don't even keep in touch with,
Harry, you might not believe this, but I have never considered not sleeping with you a sacrifice.
Fair enough. You were going to be a gymnast.
A journalist.
Right, that's what I said. And?
I am a journalist. I work at the news.
Great. And you're with Joe. Well, that's great. You're together, what, 3 weeks?
A month. How did you know that?
You take someone to the airport, it's clearly the beginning of a relationship. That's why I've never taken anyone to the airport at the beginning of a relationship.
Why?
Because eventually, if things move on, you don't take someone to that airport. And I've never wanted to say anyone to say to me, hey, how come you never take me to the airport anymore, huh?
It's amazing. You look like a normal person, but actually you're the angel of death.
You gonna marry him?
We have only known each other for a month. And besides, neither one of us is looking to get married right now.
I'm getting married.
You are?
Uh-huh.
You are?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Helen Helson. She's a lawyer. She's keeping her name.
You're getting married.
Yeah. Okay, what's so funny about that?
It's just so optimistic of you, Harry.
Yeah, well, you'd be amazed what falling madly in love can do for you.
Well, it's wonderful. It's it's nice to see you're embracing life in this manner.
Yeah, plus, that you get to a certain point where you just get tired of the whole thing.
What whole thing?
Well, the whole life of a single guy thing. You meet someone, you have the safe lunch, you decide you like each other enough to move on to dinner, you go dancing, you do the white man's overbite. You go back to her place, you have sex, and the minute you're finished, you go, you know what goes through your mind? How long you have to lie here and hold her before you can get up and go home? 30 seconds enough?
That's what you're thinking of? Is that true?
Sure. Yeah, all men think that. How long do you want to be held afterwards? All night, right? See if that's your problem. Somewhere between 30 seconds and all night, that's your problem.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah, you do. Staying over?
Yes.
Would you like to have dinner? Just as friends.
I thought you didn't believe men and women could be friends.
When did I say that?
On the ride to New York.
No. I never said that. Yeah, that's right. They can't be friends. Yeah, unless both of them are involved with other people, then they can. This is an amendment to the earlier rule. If two people are in a relationship, the pressure, the possibility of involvement is lifted. That doesn't work either, because what happens is then the person that you're involved with can't understand why you need to be friends with the person you're just friends with, right? Like it means something is missing from their relationship, and why do you have to go outside of it to get it, right? And then you say, "Oh no! It's not true. Nothing's missing from the relationship." And the person you're involved with then accuses you of being secretly attracted to the person you're just friends with, which you probably are. I mean, come on, who the hell are we kidding? I mean, let's face it. Which brings us back to the earlier rule before the amendment, which said men and women can't be friends. So where does that leave us?
Harry.
What?
Goodbye.
Oh, okay.
They both start walking along the motorized walkway side by side.
I'll just stop walking. I'll let you go ahead. Yeah.
Couch segment number 3. Another old couple on the same couch.
We were married 40 years ago. We were married 3 years. We got a divorce. Then I married Margarine.
But first you lived with Barbara.
Oh, right, Barbara. But I didn't marry Barbara. I married Margarine.
Then you got a divorce.
Oh, right. Then I married Kitty.
Another divorce.
Then a couple of years later at Tikaliki's funeral, I ran into her. I was with some girl I don't even remember.
Roberta.
Right, Roberta. But I couldn't take my eyes off you. I remember I snuck over to her and I said, what did I say?
You said, what are you doing after?
Right. So I ditched Roberta. We go for coffee. A month later, we were married.
35 years today after our first marriage.
3 women sitting outdoor at a table in a restaurant. Nice view, overlooking the water and willow with skyscrapers faintly visible in the distance. It's been 5 years since Harry and Sally's last meeting.
I went through his pockets in bed.
Marie, why'd you go through his pockets?
You know what I found?
No, what?
They just bought a dining room table. He and his wife just went out and spent $1,600 on a dining room table.
Where?
Huh? The point isn't where, Alice. The point is he's never going to leave her.
So what else is new? You've known this for 2 years.
You're right. I know you're right.
Why can't you find someone single? When I knew lots of nice single men. There must be someone. Sally found someone.
Sally got the last good one.
Joe and I broke up.
What?
When?
Monday.
You waited 3 days to tell us?
You mean Joe's available?
Oh, for God's sakes, Marie, don't you have any feelings about this? She's obviously upset.
I'm not that upset. We've been growing apart for quite a while now.
But you guys were a couple. You had someone to go places with. You had a date on national holidays.
I said to myself, you deserve more than this. You're 31 years old.
And the clock is ticking.
No, the clock doesn't really start ticking until you're 36.
God, you're in such great shape.
Well, I've had a few days to get used to it, and I feel okay.
Good. Then you're ready.
Mary reaches down to bring up her card index.
Oh, really, Marie?
Well, how else do you think you do it? I've got the perfect guy. I don't happen to find him attractive, but you might. She doesn't have a problem with chins.
Marie, I'm not ready yet.
But you just said you were over him.
I am over him, but I'm in a mourning period. Who is it?
Alex Anderson.
Ugh, you fixed me up with him 6 years ago.
Sorry.
God.
All right, wait. Here we go. Ken Darman.
He's been married for over a year.
Really? Married. Oh, wait. I got one.
Look, there is no point in going out with someone I might like if I met him at the right time, but who right now has no chance of being anything to me but a transitional man.
Okay, but don't wait too long. Remember what happened to David Walsall? His wife left him and everyone said, give him some time. Don't move in too fast. 6 months later, he was dead.
What are you saying? I should get married to someone right away just in case he's about to die?
At least you could say you were married?
I'm saying that the right man for you might be out there right now. And if you don't grab him, someone else will. And you'll have to spend the rest of your life knowing that someone else is married to your husband.
Cut to the football game. We follow the Mexican wave and see Harry and Jess.
When did this happen?
Friday. Helen comes home and she says, I don't know if I want to be married anymore. Like it's an institution, you know? Like it's nothing personal, just something she's been thinking about in this casual way. I'm calm and I say, well, why don't we take some time to think about it, you know? Don't rush into anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and the next day she says she's thought about it and she wants a trial separation. And she just wants to try it. She says, we can still date. Like this is supposed to cushion the blow. I mean, I got married so I can stop dating. So I don't see where we can still date. And isn't this any of this big incentive, since the last thing you want to do is date your wife who's supposed to love you, which is what I'm saying to you, is that's when it occurs to me that maybe she doesn't. So I says to her, I say, don't you love me anymore? You know what she says? I don't know if I ever loved you.
Oh, that's harsh.
The two of them partake in said wink.
Whoa! You don't bounce back from that right away.
Yeah, thanks, Jess.
Oh, I'm a writer. No dialogue, and that's particularly harsh.
And then she tells me that someone in her office is going to South America and that she can sublet his apartment. I can't believe this. And the doorbell rings. I can sublet his apartment. The words are still hanging in the air, you know, like in a balloon attached to a mouth.
Like in a cartoon.
Right. So I go to the door, and there were these moving men there. So now I start to get suspicious. I say, Helen, when did you call these movers? And she doesn't say anything. So I ask these movers, yo, when did this woman book you for this gig? And they're just standing there. 3 huge guys. One of them's wearing a t-shirt that says, don't mess with Mr. Zero. So I said, Helen, when did you make this arrangement? She says, a week ago. I said, you've known for a week and you didn't tell me. And she says, I didn't want to ruin your birthday.
Whoa! You say Mr. Zero knew you were getting a divorce a week before you did?
Mr. Zero knew.
I can't believe this.
I haven't told you the bad part yet.
What could be worse than Mr. Zero knowing?
It's all a lie. She's in love with somebody else, some tax attorney. She moved in with him.
How did you find out?
I followed her. I stood outside the building.
So humiliating.
Tell me about it. And you know how I knew? I knew the whole time that even though we were happy, it was just an illusion. And that one day she's gonna kick the shit out of me.
Marriages don't break up on account of infidelity. It's just a symptom that something else is wrong.
Oh yeah? Well, guess what? That symptom is fucking my wife.
Cut to Marie and Sally in a bookstore on the second floor.
So I just happened to see his American Express bill.
What do you mean you just happened to see it?
Well, he was shaving and there wasn't his briefcase.
What if he came out and saw you looking through his briefcase?
You're missing the point. I'm telling you what I found. He just spent $120 on a new nightgown for his wife. I don't think he's ever going to leave her.
No one thinks he's going to leave her.
You're right. I know you're right. Someone is staring at you in personal growth.
Oh, I know him. You like him. He's married.
Who is he?
Harry Burns. He's a political consultant.
He's cute.
You think he's cute?
How do you know he's married?
Because the last time I saw him, he was getting married.
And when was that?
6 years ago.
So he might not be married anymore.
Also, he's obnoxious.
This is just like in the movies. Remember when the lady vanishes and she says, to meet the most obnoxious man in the world?
The most contemptible.
And they fall madly in love.
Also, he never remembers me.
Sally Albright.
Hi, Harry.
Thought it was you.
It is. This is Marie. Was Marie.
How are you?
Fine.
How's Joe?
Fine. I hear he's fine.
Well, you're not with Joe anymore.
We just broke up.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That's too bad.
Yeah, well, Yeah. So, what about you?
I'm fine.
How's married life?
It's not so good. I'm getting a divorce.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? So what happened with you guys?
Cut to Harry and Sally now sitting in an empty restaurant having coffee.
When Joe and I started seeing each other, we wanted exactly the same thing. We wanted to live together, but we didn't want to get married because every time anyone knew we got married, it ruined their relationship. They practically never had sex again. It's true. It's one of those secrets that no one ever tells you. I would sit around with my girlfriends who have kids. Actually, this was my girlfriend who has kids, Alice, and she and Gary never did it anymore. Oh, she didn't even complain about it now that I think about it. She just said it very matter-of-factly. She said they were up all night. They were both exhausted all the time. The kids just took every sexual impulse they had out of them. Ugh. Joe and I used to talk about it and we'd say, we're so lucky. We have this wonderful relationship. We could have sex on the kitchen floor and not worry about the kids walking in. And we can fly off to Rome on a moment's notice. Then one day I was taking Alice's little girl for the afternoon because I promised I'd take her to the circus. We were in the cab playing I Spy. I spy mailbox. I spy lamppost. She looked out the window and saw this man and this woman with these two little kids. And the man had one of the little kids on his shoulders. And she said, I spy a family. I just started crying, I just started crying. And when I went home, I said, the thing is, Joe, we never fly off to Rome on a moment's notice.
On the kitchen floor?
Not once. Ugh, so cold. Hard Mexican ceramic tile. Anyway, we talked about it for a long time. And I said, this is what I want. And he says, well, I don't. And I said, well, I guess it's over. And he left. And the thing is, I am really fine. I am over him. I mean, I am really, really over him. And it was for him, that was the most he could give. And every time I think about it, I am more and more convinced that I did the right thing.
Boy, you sound really healthy.
Yeah.
Harry and Sally are walking in the park.
At least I got the apartment.
That's what everyone says to me too. But really, what is so hard about finding an apartment? What you do is you read the obituary column. Yeah, you find out who died, you go to the building, you tip the doorman. What they can do to make it easier is to combine the obituaries with the real estate section. Say then you have Mr. Klein died today, leaving a wife, 2 children, and a spacious 3-bedroom apartment with a wood-burning fireplace. The first time I met you, I really didn't like you that much.
I didn't like you.
Yeah, you did. You were just too uptight then. You're much softer now.
I hate that kind of remark. It sounds like a compliment, but really it's an insult.
Okay, you're still hard as nails.
I just didn't want to sleep with you, and you had to write it off as a character flaw instead of dealing with the possibility that it might have something to do with you.
What's the statute of limitations on apologies?
10 years.
Oof, I can just get it in under the wire.
Would you like to have dinner with me sometime?
Are we becoming friends now?
Well, yeah.
Great. A woman friend. You may be the first attractive woman I have not wanted to sleep with in my entire life.
That's wonderful, Harry.
Segment number 4. A new old couple again. They crosstalk all the time and they kind of overlap each other's speech.
We were both born in the same hospital.
1921.
7 days apart.
In the same hospital.
We both grew up 1 block away from each other.
We both lived in tenements.
On the Lower East Side.
On Delancey Street.
My family moved to the Bronx when I was 10.
He lived on Fordham Road.
Hers moved when she was 11.
I lived on 183rd Street.
For 6 years, she worked on the 15th floor as a nurse, where I had a practice on the 14th floor in the very same building.
I worked for a very prominent neurologist, Dr. Horsham. We never met.
We never met.
Can you imagine that?
You know where we met? In an elevator. In the Ambassador Hotel in Chicago, Illinois.
I was visiting family. He was on the 3rd floor. I was on the 12th.
I rode up 9 extra floors just to keep talking to her.
9 extra floors.
Cut to a shot of Harry in the office, looking pathetically at one of those bobbing toys that seems to dip its head enough to drink the glass from the water. Cut to the phone ringing. Actually, well, the phone is from his apartment as Harry and Sally go about their bedtime phone conversations. We see Harry and Sally each carrying out their everyday life, working, shopping, and everything. Sally answers the phone.
Hello?
You sleeping?
No, I was watching Casablanca.
Ooh, channel, please.
11.
Thank you. Got it. So now you're telling me that you will be happier with Victor Laszlo than Humphrey Bogart?
When did I say that?
When we drove to New York.
I never said that. I would never say that.
All right, fine. Have it your way. Have you been sleeping?
Why?
Because I haven't been sleeping. I really miss heaven. Maybe I'm coming down with something. Like last night I was up at 4 a.m. watching Leave It to Beaver in Spanish. I'm not well.
Well, I went to bed at 7:30 last night. I haven't done that since 3rd grade.
Well, that's the good thing about depression. Gets you rest.
I'm not depressed.
Okay, fine. You still sleep on the same side of the bed?
I did for a while, but now I'm pretty much using the whole bed.
God, that's great. I feel weird when my legs wander over. I miss her.
I don't miss him. I really don't.
No? Even a little?
You know what I miss? I miss the idea of him.
Maybe I only miss the idea of Helen. No, I miss the whole Helen.
Ooh, Lassie.
Oh. Ingrid Bergman. Now, she is low maintenance.
Low maintenance?
Yeah, there's 2 kinds of women, high maintenance and low maintenance.
And Ingrid Bergman is low maintenance.
In LM, definitely.
Which one am I?
You're the worst kind. You're high maintenance, but you think you're low maintenance.
I don't see that.
Oh, you don't see that? Okay. Waiter, I'll begin with the house salad, but I don't want the regular dressing. I'll have the balsamic vinegar and oil, but on the side. And then the salmon with the mustard sauce, but I want the mustard sauce on the side. On the side is a very big thing for you.
Well, I just wanted the way I want it.
No, I know. High maintenance.
Block ends, of course, with the line, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Best last line of a movie ever. I'm definitely coming down with something. Probably a 24-hour tumor they're going around.
You don't have a tumor.
How do I know? How do you know?
If you're so worried, go see a doctor.
Nah, he's just going to tell me it's nothing.
Will you be able to sleep?
If not, I'll be okay.
What would you do?
I'll just stay up and moan. Maybe I should practice now.
Good night, Harry.
Good night.
Eventually, the lights go out. Cut to Harry and Sally walking along the street.
I had the dream again. You know, when I'm making love and the Olympic judges are watching. I've nailed the compulsory, so this is it. This is the finals. I got a 9.8 from the Canadians, perfect 10 from the American. My mother, disguised as an East German judge, gave me a 5.6. Must have been the dismount.
Well, basically, it's the same one I've been having since I was 12.
Yeah, what happens?
No, it's too embarrassing.
No, so tell me. Come on.
Okay. There's this guy.
What does he look like?
I don't know. He's just kind of faceless.
Faceless guy. Okay. So then what?
He rips off my clothes.
Ooh, and then what happens?
That's it.
That's it. Faceless guy rips off your clothes, and that's the sex fantasies you've been having since you were 12. Exactly the same.
Well, sometimes I vary it a little.
No, which part?
What I'm wearing. What?
Nothing. I have decided that for the rest of the day, we're going to talk like this.
Like this?
No, please repeat. Repeat after me. Pepper.
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 Waiter, there is too much pepper in my paprikash. Huh?
Waiter, there is too much pepper
On my paprikash.
on my paprikash.
No, paprikash. But I would be proud to partake of your pecan pie.
No.
But I would be proud.
But I would be proud
to partake of your pecan pie.
Pecan pie. Pecan pie.
Would you like to go to the movie with me tonight?
Would you like to go to the...
No, not to repeat, please, to answer. Would you like to go with the movie with me tonight?
Oh. Well, I'd love to, Harry, but I can't.
Oh, what? You have a hot date?
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I was going to tell you about it, but I don't know. I felt strange about it.
Why?
Well, because we've been spending so much time together.
No, I think it's great that you have a date.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, is that what you're going to wear?
Well, yeah, I don't know why.
I think you should wear skirts more. Hey, you look really good in skirts.
I do?
Yeah. You know, I have this theory that hieroglyphics are really an ancient comic book strip about a character named Sphinxy.
You know, Harry, I think you should get out there too.
Oh, no. I am not ready.
Oh, you should.
Oh, no. I would not be good for anyone right now.
It's time.
It was the most uncomfortable. Oh, go ahead.
They are now in an apartment unrolling a new rug into its place.
It was the shortest date ever, and now it was the most uncomfortable night of my life.
Oh, see, no, it has to go this way. The first day back, it's always the toughest, Harry.
I mean, we only had one date. How do you know if it's not going to get worse?
How much worse can it get than finishing dinner, having him reaching over to pull a hair out of my head and starts flossing with it at the table?
Oh, you're talking dream dates compared to my horror. Okay, it started out just fine. She's a very nice person. We're sitting and we're talking about this Ethiopian restaurant that she wanted to go to, and I'm just making jokes, like, hey, I didn't know that they had food in Ethiopia. This is going to be a quick meal. I'll just order 2 empty plates and then we can leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
So nothing from her, right? Not even a smile. So I downshifted to small talk. I ask her where she went to school, and she says Michigan State. And this reminds me of Helen. And all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of this mess of an anxiety attack. My heart's beating like a wild man. I start sweating like a pig.
Helen went to Michigan State?
No, she went to Northwestern, but they're both Big Ten schools. So I got so upset, I had to leave the restaurant.
Harry, I think this takes a long time. It might be months before we're actually able to enjoy going out with someone new.
Yeah.
And maybe longer before we're actually able to go to bed with someone new.
Oh, I went to bed with her.
You went to bed with her?
Sure.
Oh.
Harry and Jess are practicing their batting with a coin-activated pitching machine.
I don't understand this relationship.
What do you mean?
You enjoy being with her.
Yeah.
You find her attractive.
Yeah.
And you're not sleeping with her.
Nope.
You're afraid to let yourself be happy.
Yeah, why can't you give me credit for this? This is a very big thing for me. I have never had a relationship with a woman that didn't involve sex. I feel like I'm growing.
You finished yet?
Hey, yo, I got an entire stack of quarters and I was here first.
We're not.
Was 2.
We're not.
Was 2.
Oh, big jerk.
Little creep. All right, where was I?
you were growing.
Oh, yeah. It's very freeing. I mean, I can say anything to her.
Are you saying you can say things to her that you can't say to me?
No, it's just different. It's just a whole new perspective. I get the woman's point of view on things. She tells me about the men that she goes out with, and I can talk to her about the women that I see.
You tell her about other women?
Yeah. So like the other night, I made love to this woman, and it was so incredible. I took her to a place that wasn't human. She actually meowed.
You made a woman meow?
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. I can say these things to her, and the great thing is, I don't have to lie because I'm not always thinking about how to get her in bed. I can just be myself.
You made a woman meow?
Oh, yeah.
Harry and Sally are a dime. Katz's to be exact.
So, what do you do with these women? You just get out of bed and leave?
Yeah, sure.
Well, explain to me how you do it. What do you say?
You'd say you have an early meeting, early haircut, or a squash game.
You don't play squash.
They don't know that. They just met me.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. I feel terrible.
You know, I am so glad I never got involved with you. I would have just ended up being some woman. You never had to get up out of bed and leave at 3 o'clock in the morning and clean your irons, and you don't even have a fireplace now that I not that I would have noticed.
Why are you getting so upset? This isn't about you.
Yes, it is. You are a human affront to all women, and I am a woman.
Hey, I don't feel great about this, but I don't hear anyone complaining.
Of course you're not. You're out the door too fast.
I think they have an okay time.
How do you know?
What do you mean, how do I know? I just know.
Oh, because they...
Yeah, because they...
And how do you know that they really...
Oh, what are you saying? That they faked the orgasm?
It's possible.
Get out of here.
Why? Most women at one time or another have faked it.
Well, they have not faked it with me.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Right. That's right. I forgot. You're a man.
Okay, now what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just that all men are sure it never happens to them, and that most women at one time or another have done it. So, you do the math.
You don't think I can tell the difference?
No.
Get out of here.
Ooh.
Hey, are you all right? You...
Oh God. Oh. Right there. Oh my God, right there. No, don't stop. Don't stop.
I'll have what she's having.
Winter Wonderland is playing in the background. We see, we see scenes of Harry and Sally buying a Christmas tree, cut to them dancing at a New Year's Eve party.
Well, I can't shave that fast. Crap. Don't see it.
I like you without your beard. You can see your face.
Hey, it is my face. Wow. Dipping you. Oh, what? Dipping you. Whoop. Yeah.
I really want to thank you for taking me out tonight.
Don't be silly. The next New Year's Eve, if neither one of us is with anybody, get yourself a date.
Deal.
Mm.
Oh, see, now we can dance cheek to cheek.
Both of them notice they are feeling something at this moment. Just as it is about to get a little heavy, we hear,
Hey, everybody. 10 seconds till New Year.
Thank you, Christopher Walken. Want to get some air?
Yeah.
He's at this party. It's crazy.
I didn't know he was here.
Wow, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's weird.
Couch segment
Awkward.
number 5, another old couple.
One is.
Well, he was the head counselor at the boys' camp, and I was the head counselor at the girls' camp. And they had a social one night, and he walked across the room. Oh, I thought he was coming to talk to my friend Maxine, because people were always crossing the room to talk to Maxine. But he was coming to talk to me, and he said,
I'm Ben Small of the Coney Island Smalls.
At that moment, I knew. I knew the way you would know about a good melon.
Sally and Marie are walking to a restaurant. Harry and Jess are doing the same thing. Harry is introducing Sally to Jess, and Sally is introducing Marie to Harry at a matchmaking type thing dinner.
You sent flowers to yourself?
$60 I spent on this big, stupid arrangement of flowers, and I wrote a card that I planned to leave on the front table so Arthur would just happen to see it.
What did the card say?
Please say yes, love, Jonathan.
Did it work?
He never even came over. He forgot this charity thing that his wife was a chairman of. He's never going to leave her.
Of course he isn't.
You're right. You're right. I know you're right. Where is this place?
Somewhere in the next block.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Look, Harry is one of my best friends, and you are one of my best friends. And if by some chance you two hit it off, then we can all still be friends instead of drifting apart the way you do when you get involved with someone who doesn't know your friends.
You and I haven't drifted apart since I started seeing Arthur.
If Arthur ever left his wife and I actually met him, I'm sure that you and I would drift apart.
He's never going to leave her.
Of course he isn't.
You're right. You're right. I know you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Cut to Harry and Jess.
I don't know about this.
Just a dinner.
You know, I've finally gone to a new place in my life where I'm comfortable with the fact that it's just me and my work. If she's so great, why aren't you taking her out?
How many times do I have to tell you we're just friends?
So you're saying she's not that attractive?
No, I told you she is attractive.
Yeah, but you also said she had a good personality.
She has a good personality. What?
When someone is not that attractive, they are always described as having a good personality.
Okay, look, if you would ask me, what does she look like? And I said, she has a good personality, that means she's not attractive. But just because I happen to mention that she has a good personality, she could be either. She could be attractive with a good personality or not attractive with a good personality.
So which one is she?
Attractive.
But not beautiful, right?
Ah, Jesus Christ, you son of a bitch.
Good. They are now all at a table in the restaurant. Jess telling Sally about writing, and Marie is talking with Harry about something to do with hostages. Eventually, they stop. Long silence, all four looking very uncomfortable.
Harry, you and Marie are both from New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, where are you from?
South Orange.
Haddonfield.
Ah.
So, what are we going to order?
Well, I'm going to start with the grilled radicchio.
Oh, Jess, Sally is a great orderer. Not only does she always pick the best thing on the menu, but she also orders it in a way that the chef didn't even know how good it could be.
I think restaurants have become too important.
I agree. Restaurants are to people in the 80s what theater was to people in the 60s. I read that in a magazine.
I wrote that.
Get out of here.
Oh, I did. I wrote that.
I've never quoted anything from a magazine in my life. That's amazing. Don't you think that's amazing? And you wrote it?
I also wrote that pesto is the quiche of the 80s.
Get over yourself.
I did.
Oh, where did I read that?
New York Magazine.
Sally writes for New York Magazine.
You know, that piece has a real impact on me. I mean, I don't know that much about writing, but...
Well, it spoke to you, and that pleases me.
I mean, I really have... You have to admire people who can be as that articulate.
nobody has ever quoted me back to me before.
The four of them are walking along the street.
Oh, I've been looking for a pair of red suede pumps. What do you think of Jess?
Well,
do you think you could go out with him?
I don't know.
Because I feel really comfortable with him.
You want to go out with Jess?
If it's all right with you.
Sure. I'm just worried about Harry. He's very sensitive. He's going through a rough period, and I don't want you to reject him right now.
I wouldn't. I totally understand.
Okay.
If you don't think you're going to call Marie, do you mind if I call her?
No.
Good.
But for tonight, you shouldn't. I mean, Sally's very vulnerable right now. I mean, you can call Marie, that's fine, but just wait a week or so, huh? Don't make any moves tonight.
Fine, no problem. I wasn't even thinking about tonight. Well, I don't really feel much like walking anywhere. I think we'll get a cab.
I'll go with you.
Great. Taxi!
Jess and Marie hurried into the cab and it drives off, leaving Harry and Sally alone again. They turn and look at each other, a little bewildered. Couch segment number 6. Another old couple. The woman nods while the man just keeps talking.
Hang on, I got this. A man came to me and said, I found a nice girl for you. She lives in the next village, and she's ready for marriage. We were not supposed to meet until the wedding, but I wanted to make sure. So I sneak into a village, hide behind a tree, watching for the clothing. I didn't know if I liked the way she looks. I don't marry her, but she looked very nice to me. So I said, okay, to the man. We get married. We're married for 55 years.
Cut to 4 months later. Harry and Sally are out shopping for a gift for Marie and Jess.
I have to get this. I have to get this.
Harry, we're here for Jess and Marie.
I know. We'll find them something. I mean, there's some great stuff here.
Oh, we should have gone to the plant store.
Oh, here. This is perfect for them.
What's that?
It's a battery-operated pitch helmet with a fan.
Why is that necessary in life?
I don't know. Oh, look at this. Okay. It also makes great fries. Oh. Hold off the dogs. Hold up. The hunt is over, Sally. Oh, this is the greatest. Sally, please report to me. Look at this. This is the greatest. You're gonna love this. This is a singing machine. Okay. Look. Okay. You sing the lead, and it has the backup and everything. Oh. You know what? This is from Oklahoma. Here, lyrics right here on the side.
Surrey with the fringe on top.
Yes. Perfect. Too bad I don't have a backing track right now. That'd be so great. Ooh. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in my Surrey. When I take you out in my Surrey with the fringe on top. Now you.
Oh, watch that fringe and see how it flutters
when I drive
those high-stepping strutters.
Nosy
pokes will peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are up, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather with icy glass curtains that will It's my voice, isn't it? Oh, I hate my voice. I know, it's terrible. Joe hated it.
It's Helen.
Helen?
She's coming right towards me.
How are you, Harry?
Fine. I'm just fine.
This is Ira Stodd, Harry Burns.
Harry.
I'm sorry. This is Sally Albright, Helen Hilson, and Ira.
Sally.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Well, see ya.
Yeah, bye. Nice to meet you, Ira.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm perfect. She looked weird, didn't she? She looked really weird. She looked really very weird.
I've never seen her before.
Yeah, trust me, she looked really weird. Her legs looked heavy, really, like she must be retaining water.
Harry?
Yeah, believe me, that woman, she saved everything.
Sure you're okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, look, it had to happen at some point, right? A city of 8 million people, you're bound to run into your ex-wife. So boom, happens. Now I'm fine.
They reach Jess and Marie's place. They're looking at a wagon wheel coffee table.
I like it. It works. It says home to me.
All right. We'll let Harry and Sally be the judge. What do you think?
It's nice.
Case closed.
Of course he likes it. He's a guy. Sally.
What's so awful about it?
It's so awful. There's no way even to begin to explain what's so awful about it.
Honey, I don't object to any of your things.
If we had an extra room, you could put all of your things, including your bar stools.
No. Honey, wait. Honey, wait. You don't like my bar stools? Harry, come on. Someone has to be on my side.
I'm on your side. I'm just trying to help you have a good taste.
I have good taste.
Everybody thinks they have good taste and a sense of humor, but they couldn't possibly all have good taste.
You know what's funny? We started out like this. Yeah, Helen and I. We had blank walls, we hung things, we pick out tiles together. And then you know what happens? 6 years later, you find yourself singing Surrey the Fringe on top in front of Ira.
Do we have to talk about this right now?
Yeah, I think right now is actually a perfect time to talk about this because I want our friends to benefit from the wisdom of my experience. Right now, everything is great. Everybody's happy. Everyone is in love. But you know what? The sooner or later, you're going to be screaming at each other about who's going to get this dish. This $8 dish will cost you $1,000 in phone calls to the legal firm of That's Mine, This Is Yours.
Harry?
Please. Okay, Jess, Marie. Do me a favor for your own good. Put your name on your books now because they get mixed up and you don't know who's who. Because one day, believe it or not, you're going to go 15 rounds over who's going to get this fucking coffee table. This stupid wagon wheel, Roy Rogers, garage sale fucking coffee table.
I thought you liked it.
I was being nice.
He just bumped into Helen.
I want you to know that I will never want that wagon wheel coffee table.
I know. I shouldn't have done it.
Harry, you're gonna have to try and find a way of not expressing your every feeling that you have every moment that you have them.
Oh, really?
Yes, there are times and places for things.
Well, the next time you're giving a lecture series on social graces, you let me know, because I'll sign up.
Hey, you don't have to take your anger out on me.
Oh, okay. I think I'm entitled to throw a little anger your way, especially when I'm told how to live my life by Miss Hospital Corners.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, nothing bothers you. You never get upset about anything.
Don't be ridiculous.
What? You never got upset about Joe. I never see that back up on you. How is that possible? Don't you experience any feelings of loss?
I don't have to take this crap from you.
If you're so over Joe, why aren't you seeing anyone?
I see people.
See people. See people. Have you slept with one person since you broke up with Joe?
What the hell does that have to do with anything? That will prove I'm over Joe because I fucked somebody? Harry, you're going to have to move back to New Jersey because you slept with everybody in New York, and I don't see that turning Helen into a faint memory for you. Besides, I will make love to somebody when it is making love, not the way you do it, like it's out for revenge or something.
Are you finished now?
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They turn and see Jess taking out the wagon wheel.
Don't say a word.
Cut to Jess and Marie's house. A bunch of people playing Pictionary or something like that. Sally is drawing something on the whiteboard. Some time has passed.
It's a monkey. It's a monkey. Monkey see, monkey do. It's an ape going ape.
It's a baby.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes? She just said it's a baby. How about Planet of the Dopes?
Does it look like a baby?
It's a big mouth. Maybe Mick Jagger is a baby?
Baby ape, baby ape.
Stop with the apes, would you please?
Baby's breath.
Well, Rosemary's Baby's mouth. Won't you come home, Bill Baby?
Baby, kiss the baby.
Ellen Collier's baby mouth.
Baby fish mouth, baby fish mouth.
Baby boom.
Draw something resembling anything.
Crying baby, kiss the baby.
Baby spitting up. Exorcist baby.
Sir, that's my baby.
No, sir, don't mean maybe.
Baby talk.
Baby talk? What's that? That's not a saying.
Oh, yeah, okay, but baby fish mouth is sweeping the nation. I hear them talking. What's up, man? Final score.
No. Final score, our team 10, you guys 60.
Can't draw.
I think Henry is reading Julian in the updated.
And am I saying this one? Okay.
No. It's Henry.
No. It makes sense if he's not here. That's fine. No, it's baby.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clearly talking. Sally, that is a baby. You are a wonderful artist.
All right, who wants coffee?
I do, and I love you.
Do you have any tea?
1 tea.
Industrial strength.
I'll help you. Decaf? Julian?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, Julian.
Yes.
With cream? Yeah.
Where's the bathroom?
Through that door down the hall.
Doesn't look like a baby to me.
Which part?
All of it.
Okay. Hey, Jess, you were going to show me the cover of your book, right?
Oh, yeah. It's in the den. Look, Julian, help yourself. Have some more wine or whatever you like, okay? I like saying it's in the den. It's got a nice ring to it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Emily is a little young for Harry, don't you think?
Well, she's young, but look what she's done.
What has she done? She makes desserts.
Hey, did Julian seem a little stuffy to you?
He's a good guy. You should talk to him. Get to know him.
He's too tall to talk to.
She makes 3,600 chocolate mousse pies a week.
Emily is Aunt Emily?
He took us all to a Met game last week. It was great.
You all went to a Met game together?
Yeah. But it was a last-minute thing.
Sally hates baseball.
Harry doesn't even like sweets.
Julian is great.
I know, he's grown up.
Emily is terrific. He is terrific. Oh, he froze.
He froze. Kenzo, come back.
Oh, slow crackles.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. That is a great expression, however.
Oh.
Oh, no.
You seem to be slowly coming unfrozen, but you're still pretty frozen.
We're going to go on a brief hold while Kenzo comes back. All good. All good. Isn't the internet great? All right, I had to step away, everybody. My doorbell was ringing.
Recording stopped.
Okay, while we wait. This is so good, everybody.
Apparently his laptop totally shut down.
Oh no.
Switching devices, I think.
Okay, that's okay. You know what? Low key. We're in a low key reading. Banana, banana. Da-da-da.
You're all amazing and hilarious, and this is delightful.
What a delightful way to end September.
3 minutes.
That's so great. Everybody is so great, yes.
I know.
Kenzo says ETA 3 minutes.
We got, you know what? We got time. We got time.
We have an intermission anyway.
We have an intermission anyway.
You're like, I don't have 3 minutes left.
Did we get to the waiter part? Because I was answering my doorbell, so I didn't get that message until later. What part are we up to?
On page 35.
35.
Great. So we got some time.
Ellie and Harry are about to do it eventually.
Are they about to do it? Oh, how lovely.
Oh my God.
Spoilers,
Is that,
darling.
Oh, how lovely.
is that your baby that I'm hearing occasionally?
Yes,
oh my
is.
I know. It's like I can't keep a straight face because I'm like, oh my God, the baby.
I know, it's I love children.
Me too.
I told him I had to rub him, make him quiet, and he's like, he's playing. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like,
That happened to me in a reading. It totally
There
happened to
also
me
a
in a
few-
reading once. Don't worry. You're great.
There were a few little wonderful echoes of some of your lines that I heard, and I was like, "Oh yes, perfect."
Yes.
It works. It works.
You went like, and you went, I was like, oh my God.
Well, we'll tell you what.
Learning.
While we're waiting, let's open the conversation. Do we think that men can be be friends with women without?
I think the people who can't need to go to therapy. That's my feeling on the matter.
Yeah.
Because if your only use for the gender you're attracted to is sex, then you need to do some soul searching, I think.
That's very true. Yep, that's very true.
Yeah, but haven't we all been in that situation though? Like,
100%.
100%, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
don't necessarily agree with it, but 100% have been there.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, with some people, there's always going to be that tension, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, audience, chime in, by the way, by all means. I know we have
And
one
it can be
person. We have
something
one.
very-
We have one audience member in the Zoom tonight.
Really?
And their vote will change everything.
I think it's my mom and my dad. It could be.
I was about to ask,
mom,
is it
I
my
don't know.
mom? Okay.
It's the iPad, and I know when they come on iPad, it's someone from my house.
They a couple over the couch.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
They're fans. I want my father to come back and make a cameo because he did. Right. Dad, if you're watching, you're up, man. Let's do another cameo. No, I love my parents. I do. They're great. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're always going to have that tension with at least.
Oh, it's Angel, apparently.
It's Angel's on the iPad?
She
Oh
just
my
messaged
God.
me. She said, tell them it's me.
Angel's still. Hey, Angel.
We also give it out for
because
the.
no one else comes into it. It's always iPad is always my parents. Wow, that's interesting. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But anyway, Dad, if you are watching, you should do a cameo. Hi, Angel.
I mean, Angel's a mom.
Angel is a mom, so Angel, it is like a parent. Angel's
Still
a parent.
mom. Hi,
Oh,
Mom.
hi, Mom. It works. It works. It works.
Hey.
Hi.
That was fun.
Welcome
There he
back.
is.
There he is.
Yep. Sadly, just right now, just a heads up, sadly, my entire USB hub just literally melted on me.
Oh,
So I had to change all my settings. We're all good. Let's get back into it. Give me like 2 minutes to find my script, and
take your time. We got time.
The troop.
The recording's paused. Let me know when I can start it up again.
This has
Yeah.
never happened. This, I swear to goodness
You know,
gracious.
Valerie,
guys.
we could just start doing an Oklahoma sing-along till we're ready.
You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with an Oklahoma sing-along. And when we bring it to Broadway, we'll just have a backing track.
Take it to Broadway.
We'll take it to
Broadway.
Broadway.
We'll
To the Broadway.
bring it to the Broadway. When I when I take ownership of the Nederlander Theater, I will make sure.
Do it.
The most glorious of timelines.
Can you imagine if I owned a Broadway theater?
I'm ready to rock and roll when you guys are. Whenever you guys are
All
ready
right.
to go.
Very good. So where are we gonna? Everyone knows where we're gonna take it from.
No.
Okay,
Take it from
great.
the bottom of 35.
I'm fine with that. So
Yeah, with Jess. Emily's terrific. Is that right?
Yeah, sure. Cool.
All right, that's
great.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna go ahead and start the recording again. Thank you, audience.
Recording in progress.
I swear this doesn't happen to me on a normal basis. Okay. Whenever you're ready, bud.
Yep, I'm sorry. I thought I had it and I don't, so I'm just getting it right now. Sorry.
All good. I was like, everyone froze for a second and I was freaking out. I'm like, wait, just happened again?
Uh-oh. Here we go. Emily is terrific.
Yeah, of course. When I asked her where she was when Kennedy was shot, she said, Ted Kennedy was shot?
No.
Cut to Harry is in bed reading a book. Look to the last page to read the ending. The phone rings.
Hello?
Are you alone?
Yeah, I was just finishing up a book.
Could you come over?
What's the matter?
He's getting married.
Who?
Joe.
I'll be right there.
Cut to Sally opens the door for Harry and she's covered in tears.
Are you all right?
I'm so sorry to call you so late.
It's all right.
Oh, I need a Kleenex.
Okay.
Okay. You just called me up, wanted to see how you were. Fine. How are you? Fine. His secretary's on vacation. Everything's all backed up and he's got a big case to do. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting on the phone and I'm thinking, I'm over here. I am really over him. I can't believe I'm even being remotely interested in any of that. And then he said, I have some news. She works in his office. She's a paralegal. Her name is Kimberly.
Ugh.
Just met her. She's supposed to be his transitional person. She's not supposed to be the one. All this time I've been saying that he didn't want to get married, but the truth is he didn't want to get married to me. He didn't love me.
If you could take him back right now, would you?
No. But why did he want to marry me? What's the matter with me?
Oh, nothing.
Difficult.
You're challenging.
I'm too structured. I am completely closed off.
But in a good way.
No. I drove him away. I'm going to be 40
When?
someday.
In 8 years.
But it's there. It's just sitting there like that, like this big dead end. And it's not the same for men. Charlie Chaplin had babies when he was 73.
Yeah, but he was too old to pick them up. Oh, no. Come here. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. You'll see. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You can cry. It's not one of my favorites anyways.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's going to be okay. I'll make some tea.
Harry, could you just hold me a little longer?
They start to kiss. It doesn't stop. And yes, it happens. Later, they're in bed. Sally is wearing a smile, but Harry is wearing a blank stare.
Are you comfortable?
Sure.
Do you want something to drink or something?
No, I'm okay.
Well, I'm going to get up for some water, so it's really no trouble.
Okay, water. You have all the videotapes alphabetized on index cards. Oh, thank you.
Do you want to watch something?
No, not unless you do.
No, that's okay. Do you want to go to sleep?
Okay.
Cut to the next morning. Sally's still in bed. Harry's putting on his clothes, about to leave.
Where are you going?
I gotta go. I gotta go home. I gotta change my clothes. Then I have to go to work. So do you. Hey, after work, I'd like to take you out to dinner. If you're free. Are you free?
Yeah.
Right. I'll call you later.
Fine.
Bye.
Harry kisses Sally on the forehead and leaves. Sally just watches as he leaves. Now we see Jess and Marie in bed. First, Marie's phone rings.
Yours.
Hello?
I'm so sorry to call so early.
Are you all right?
I know who I would have called at this hour.
I did something terrible.
What did you do?
Now I know who I would call at this hour.
Ugh, it's so awful.
I need to talk.
What happened?
What's the matter?
Harry came over last night.
Went over to Sally's last night.
Because I was so upset that Joe was getting married.
One thing led to another.
And before I knew it, we were kissing and...
To make a long story short,
we did it.
They did it.
That's really great, Sally.
We've been praying for it.
You should have done it in the first place.
For months you've been saying you should do it.
You guys belong together.
It's like killing two birds with one stone.
It's like two wrongs make a right.
How was it?
How was it?
Well, the doing part was good.
I thought it was good.
But then I felt suffocated.
But then I guess it wasn't.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
No worries.
I had to get out of there.
He just disappeared.
I feel so bad.
I'm so embarrassed.
I don't blame you.
Horrible.
Been down with something.
I think I'm catching a cold.
Look, it would have been great if it worked out, but it didn't.
You should have never gone to bed with anyone when you find out your boyfriend's getting married.
Who's that talking?
Who?
Is that Jess on the phone?
It's Jane Fonda on the VCR.
It's Brian Gumble.
You want to come over for
You wanna
breakfast?
come over for breakfast?
No, I'm not up to it.
No, I feel awful.
I mean, it's so early.
But call me later if you want.
I'll call you later, okay?
Okay, bye.
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 Bye. God.
I know.
Tell me I'll never have to be out there again.
You will never have to be out there again.
I'll just say it was a mistake.
Sally, it was a mistake.
I just hope I get to say it first.
I hope she says it before I do.
Harry and Sally are in a restaurant.
It was a mistake.
I am so relieved that you think so too. I'm not saying that last night wasn't great.
No, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we just should have never done it.
I couldn't agree more.
I'm so relieved.
Right?
Yeah.
This is an awkward pause.
Yeah. Should we order salads?
Sure, we got some salads. You know, it is so
Yeah.
nice that you can just sit with someone and not have to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Sally nods in agreement, obviously. Cut to Harry and Jess power walking in the park.
It's just like, most of the time you go to bed with someone and she tells you your stories, you tell her your stories, but then with Sally and me, we've already heard each other's stories. So once we went to bed, we didn't know what we were supposed to do,
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe, You just get to a certain point in the relationship where it's too late to have sex, you know?
Cut to Marie is getting her wedding dress fitted. Sally is sitting down and watching.
Harry bringing anyone to the wedding?
I don't think so.
Is he seeing anyone?
He was seeing this anthropologist, but
what did she look like?
Thin, pretty, big tits, your basic nightmare. So, what do you think?
Marie.
Tell the truth.
It's just so beautiful.
Marie and Jess's wedding. Harry and Sally are best man and the bridesmaid.
We are gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Marie and Jess and to consecrate their vows of matrimony. The vows they take join their lives. The wine they will share winds all their hopes together. And by the rings they will wear, they shall be known to all as husband and wife.
I've never seen her so happy. She's a totally different person.
Oh, yeah, she is. Well, it's great. So, what are you going to do about you?
Hun, do you want to go dance?
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice ceremony.
Beautiful.
Boy, the holidays are rough. Every year I just try to get from from the day before Thanksgiving to the day after New Year's. Huh?
A lot of suicides.
Hmm. There's another very awkward pause. Yeah.
Fine. I've been fine.
Okay. Are you seeing anyone?
Harry,
What?
I don't want to talk about this.
Why not?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why can't we just get past this? I mean, are we going to carry around this thing forever?
Forever? It just happened.
It happened 3 weeks ago. You know, a year to a person is like 7 years to a dog.
Yes. Is one of us supposed to be a dog in this scenario?
Yeah,
Who is the dog?
you are.
I am the dog.
Mm-hmm.
I am the dog. I don't see that, Harry. If anybody is dog, you're the dog. You want to act like what happened didn't mean anything?
I'm not saying it didn't mean anything. I am saying is, why does it have to mean everything?
Because it does. And you should know better than anybody, because the minute that it happened, you walked right out that door.
No, I didn't walk out.
No, you sprinted, more like it.
Look, we both agreed it was a mistake.
The worst mistake I've ever made.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you.
Fine. But let's just get one thing straight. I did not go over there that night to make love to you. That is not why I went over there. But you look up at me with those big, weepy eyes. Don't go home tonight, Harry. Hold me a little longer, Harry. What was I supposed to do?
What are you saying? You took pity on me?
No. I was trying to...
Oh, fuck you!
Sally slaps him wholeheartedly, and then storms out of the kitchen. Harry takes a moment to absorb what just happened, then follows. On stage is Jess and Marie, about to make a speech. Harry and Sally have just arrived from the kitchen.
Everybody, can I have your attention, please? I'd like to propose a toast to Harry and Sally. To Harry and Sally, if Marie and I had found either of them remotely attractive, we would not be here today.
Applause all around. Somehow, the two faces aren't exactly smiling. Later, Harry rings Sally, leaving a message on her answering machine. Sally just got home from a lonely Christmas tree shopping excursion and chooses not to pick up the phone.
Hi, it's me. It's the holiday season, and I thought I'd just remind you that this is the season for charity and forgiveness. And although it's not widely known, it is also the season for groveling. So if you felt like calling me back, I'd be more than thankful and happy to do the tradition. Christmas grovel. Give me a call.
Harry rings again. Sally's working at home. But the machine answer.
Hi, I'm not home right now. Call you right back.
If you're there, please pick up the phone. I really want to talk to you. The fact that you're not answering leads me to believe that A, you're not at home, B, you're home but don't want to talk to me, or C, home but desperately want to talk to me but trapped under something heavy. If it's either A or C, call me back. So obviously she doesn't want to talk to me. So what do I have to do? Beat her over the head? If she wants to call me back, she'll call me. I'm through making a schmuck out of myself, okay? If you're feeling sad and lonely, there's a service I can render. Tell the one who dig you only. I can be so warm and tender. Call me. Maybe it's late, so just call me. Don't be afraid to just phone moi. Call me and I'll be around. Give me a call.
Hi, Harry.
Hello. Hi. I didn't know that you were that you were there. What are you doing?
I was just on my way out.
Where are you going?
What do you want, Harry?
Nothing. It's I just called to say I'm sorry.
Okay. I gotta go.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. What are you doing for New Year's? You going to Tyler's party? Because I don't have a date, and if you don't have a date, and we always said that if neither of us have a date, we could be together for New Year's, and we could, why don't we just?
I can't do this anymore. I'm not your consolation prize. Bye.
Sally hangs up. Cut to New Year's Eve. Harry's at home watching the TV.
And here we are once again at the 16th annual New Year Rockin' Eve, coming to you live from the...
What's so bad about this? You got Dick Clark, that's tradition. You got Malamar's, greatest cookies of all time. And you're about to give the Knicks their first championship since 1973. Where the hell did my ball go? Ah, there it is.
At the party, Sally's dancing with some guy. She doesn't look like she's really enjoying it. He spins her and he twirls her and he flings her towards Jesse and Marie. Don't get around much anymore. He's playing.
I don't know why I let you drag me into this.
This is much better. Yeah, fresh air. Had the streets all to myself. Who needs to be a big crowded party, pretending to have a good time? Plus, this is the perfect time to catch up on my window shopping. Ooh, this is good.
Harry hears laughter, turns and spots a happy couple. Back to the party. Some guy is telling Sally a joke.
So the guy says, read the card.
I'm going home.
You'll never get a taxi.
Sally turns to the joke and laughs again. In the street, Harry's finishing up an ice cream, throws it in the bin. He starts to reminisce.
You do realize, of course, that we can never be friends.
Why not?
What I'm saying is that men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
That's not true.
No man can be friends with a woman he finds attractive. He always wants to have sex with her.
What if they don't want to have sex with you?
Doesn't matter because the sex thing's already out there, so the friendship is ultimately doomed, and that is the end of the story.
Well, I guess we're not going to be friends then.
I guess not.
That's too bad. You're the only person I knew in New York.
It had to be you is playing in the background. Harry starts running to the party. Sally is about to leave the party.
I'm going.
It's almost midnight.
Well, the thought of not kissing somebody is just. Ugh.
I'll kiss you. Come on, stay, please.
Thanks, Jess. I have to go.
Oh, wait 2 minutes.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Hi. I've been doing a lot of thinking. And the thing is, I love you.
What?
I love you.
How do you expect me to respond to this?
How about you love me too?
How about I'm leaving?
Well, doesn't what I said mean anything to you?
I'm sorry, Harry. I know it's New Year's Eve. I know you're feeling lonely, but you can't just show up here, tell me you love me, and expect me to make everything all right. It doesn't work that way.
Well, how does it work?
I don't know, but that's not how this works.
How about this way? I love that you get cold when it's 71 degrees out. I love that it takes you an hour and a half to order a sandwich. I love that you get a little crinkle above your nose when you're looking at me like I'm nuts. I love that after I spend a day with you, I can still smell your perfume on my clothes. And I love that you were the last person I want to talk to before I go to sleep at night. And it's not because I'm lonely, and it's not because it's New Year's. I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want to spend the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
You see? It's just like you, Harry. You say these things like that, and you make it impossible for me to hate you. And I hate you, Harry. I really hate you. Hate you.
A kiss.
What does this song mean? For the life of me, I don't know what the song means. I mean, should old acquaintance be forgot? Does that mean we should forget our old acquaintance? Or does it mean that we should happen to forget them, then we should remember them? Or, which is not possible because we've already forgotten them, right?
Well, maybe it just means that we should never remember that we forgot them or something. Anyway, it's about old friends.
A kiss again.
The first time we met, we hated each other.
No, you didn't hate me. I hated you. And the second time we met, you didn't even remember me.
I did too. I remembered you. The third time we met, we became friends.
We were friends for a long time.
And then we weren't.
And then we fell in love.
Cut to Harry and Sally on the couch this time.
3 months later, we got married.
Yeah, it only took 3 months.
12 years and 3 months.
Yeah, we had this really wonderful wedding.
It was a really, really wonderful wedding.
Yeah, we had this enormous coconut cake.
Oh, huge coconut cake with the tears and this very rich chocolate sauce on the side.
Right, because not everybody likes it on the cake because it makes it very soggy.
Particularly the coconut soaks up all of that stuff. So it's really important to keep it on the side.
Right.
The end.
Recording stopped.
Oh.
Yay.
Aww.
Yay. Thank you for holding through my technical mumble jumbles.
We've all been there. We have all been there.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Lest we forget the Paris Hilton incident.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a fun one. You can tell about that some stories at some time.
Oh, you two were brilliant. Just absolutely
Wonderful.
brilliant.
Oh my God.
It's better than the movie.
Oh,
It was
that's
really-
sweet. I
Oh,
don't know
really?
about that, but okay.
It was
I'll
fantastic.
take it. Thank you.
Thank
That was
you.
so much
Henry.
fun. Thank you, Valerie, so much.
thank you,
this
Val.
was
This
so
is
much
awesome.
fun.
oh.
Jennifer, you're fantastic, though. It's really fun to read with you. Thank you for that.
Oh my gosh, Kenzo, I was about to say the same thing. I loved working. It's so great to play off of you.
Yay.
You two
I
had
was
a
legit
wonderful-
laughing during the whole pecan pie thing.
Yeah, you and me both. I was like, how many pies do we say before we do the
There's
next
a lot
line?
of
Okay.
pie.
I'm just going to leave this thing. I'm just going to lead this thing all the way through. Jeez.
Oh, it was fab. Everybody
Jennifer,
was
do people
wonderful.
tell you that you remind them of Sarah Levy?
Who is that?
Dan Levy's sister. She played Twyla on Schitt's Creek.
Oh,
I
no,
see
that's
it.
a first.
I just, you immediately, when I saw you, I was like, oh, you remind me so much of her. And incidentally, I have a friend who also reminds me of her. So it was just like, oh.
I have never gotten her. Thank you so much.
Of course. No, you were friggin' amazing.
Oh, thank you.
That orgasm was double.
That's the hardest acting I've done in months.
Holding it together. Yeah. I don't know how you did it because
I'm gonna have to go back and watch the recording.
I couldn't even hold it together when I heard the baby. When I was on camera.
Oh
and
my
I heard
gosh,
the
that
baby.
Well, thank you for this cool experience.
Sarah, your Marie
so
was
fun.
excellent.
It was fun. I had fun.
Excellent.
I'm so happy that everybody had a good time. That's all this is.
Oh my gosh, it was a blast.
Just to read a good script and just enjoy each other's company, and that's what it's all about for me.
Because in the end, that's what chaos theory theater is.
Oh, we can call it variations. We can call it
chaos.
variations when it's with us.
That's why I fucked up because I also forgot that the name changed. My brain, ADD is a bitch, man.
I mean, I do miss variations, but I don't want to steal anything that's not mine. So even as unintentional as it was, of course, because literally I thought of it when I was at my home in Denville, New Jersey. It was like, variations is a fun name, but what's fair is fair and what's right is right, and I'm not gonna fight.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Well, no, it actually wasn't. Long story short, when Actors Equity made that rule about them kind of opening up for more from them not gatekeeping anymore, more eligible people to come in. There were questions. I had questions about how did that affect the smaller theaters? How did that affect? And my friend David had the same question. So David is a part of a playwriters group in the city that can answer that question. So it inquired, and somehow somebody on that committee heard about variations. There's a company in the city called like Variations Collective or something like that, something along those lines. I didn't know that, when I came up with the name.
No, but my feeling is that's not really the same name. Like
it's not, but I guess under their trademark it is. So like they messaged me and they were like, we have the name and you're kind of infringing on that. And I immediately went back to that. I was like, I completely understand where you're coming from. Look, we're a volunteer. This is a volunteer group. We're online. We're just doing readings. We call ourselves a company because we're just a company of people. We're not profit or anything like that. But I will change the name. Just give me some time. And they were very nice. And they were like, yeah. And actually, if you ever want to collaborate on something, let us know. We'd love to
chat. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm glad they were gracious.
I understand.
That's good. Okay.
I get it. But like I said, what's fair is fair and what's right is right. And
of course, no, I just would have thought that was a little petty, but now that you're saying they were so gracious about it, I'm like,
no, they were very nice. And like, I don't, and I looked and I ended up looking them up, and they're, they got a website. They've been around for about 15 years. I have a friend that like sets from them. So, the timing kind of worked out too, because I was looking to change the name anyway. And so it kind of was a little bit of a blessing in disguise. And then, I put it to the group, and then it was Chaos Theory Collective. And then someone was like, what if we put in theater? And it's like, okay, you know what? Because we do a variety of stuff anyway, it works. Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't feel even if I kept variations, it wouldn't have felt right with me, but
sure. Yeah, do what feels right. I mean, it's your baby.
It is my child. I'm very proud of, I'm very in awe of the talent that is in this group. I am very shocked that it is still going on and it's still growing. Like we're at 410 people right now. It is astonishing to me that we're and very in flattery and like the highest form that this is still going.